All right. So, warming up. What do I mean with this word called warm up or warming up? I simply mean one has to take the time to get into this state of putting themselves or preparing themselves to get into the state of making. And the way you can do that is by warming up. Because by warming up, you're able to calibrate your hands, you're able to get into the motion of things or the motion of the event that's about to happen. Like, think about it. Before you start jogging, if you haven't jogged before, usually you have to do some stretching and then just some little stretches, move your body a bit in order to get into the groove of things, right? So how you expect yourself to make a masterpiece like in the snap of a second when you haven't done any sort of collaboration with yourself, especially with your hand? When you play a guitar, usually before you go into studying mode, you try to just like play a couple of chords you already remembered, just move your hands on the guitar board so you can get into the motion of things. So for drawing, it's the same thing, you know, and that can vary from person to person. Some prefer to do figure gesture drawing, others prefer to do shape drawings like what I did on the screen, or others prefer to just like do perspective drawings or drawing buildings. Whatever you choose to do, warming up before you get into the act of making allows you to get into a much better state of mind to create unique, interesting results. And warming up can also be fun, like you can just do automatic drawing, which is a topic talked about on Stan Prokopenko's channel. It's really interesting. You can also just draw from reference in that moment. Like if you just pick the reference and just try to do quick line drawings. I mean, I'm just getting things out of my head that I will consider fun to do as a warm-up session. It doesn't have to be anything big, but it simply is allowing you to get into the mode or into the motion of things before you tackle your projects, right? And sometimes you can get even interesting results through these warm-ups. Like maybe you're just doing thumbnailing and perhaps you magically more or less shape an interesting thumbnail together and you're like, I could use this for one of my projects, for example, So it doesn't need to be like this grand thing that you need to like create some sort of magnificent piece from a warm-up. Like as soon as you start seeing what kind of warm-ups well-known artists does, and then you see like they make masterpieces, you're like, I'm just doing stickmans, and that's okay, stickmans is fine. You don't have to be anything complex, and we're all at a different level, at a different stage. Hence why they're able to do their warm-ups differently. Maybe for them a warm-up is just like drawing a figure for 5 minutes, like for example Jeff Watts. So consider doing warm-ups if you haven't done it before, because I think it's crucial. As what I noticed throughout the years, like in the beginning I used to do it, and in the last 2 to 3 years I haven't done it, and now I'm starting doing again more often, and it allows me to get into the zone a lot quicker, because you just get into this mode of knowing, to this mode of trying to re-remember certain motions. And that's the reason why they say to warm up in other activities like running, playing guitar, coding, all of those other activities. You warm up first. So do your warm-ups, don't neglect them, and see how it will improve your thinking, not only your thinking, but your capability of getting into the zone a lot easier. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. Take care.